Good evening. Good evening. I hope you are doing great. We are on our live session. So I just want to see if maybe my connection it's little okay or not, so that I can fix it as soon as possible before the market opens. We left with like 12 minutes before the market opens. And we see that the market is moving very, very, very nice. Obviously, those Trump tariffs and stuff like that, they're now off the table, or we can say 90 days of that reduction. It's not really that bad. I think during that time, they will actually find a way to reach a very great deal. So we can see by the market going higher. So, and we've been eating. We've been actually eating. Let me yeah, so let me check if my connection is not bad. Let's see. Let's go. Waiting. Did I not click go live? No, we are live. Guys, you can just let me know if maybe it's on my phone. It's not really going anywhere. Let's hope maybe it's gonna load. Let's see. It looks good. It looks good. It looks very, very good. So it means we are now on our live session. So yeah, I know it took us a very seriously long time for us to go back on this live session. But what we can say is we will try our best to return slowly. We're not gonna fight these sessions, by the way. So yeah. You can let me know which pairs do you want me to check. Which pairs do you want me to check? So at the moment, we are actually on US Tech or Nasdaq 100. So before maybe we can continue with anything, just know that the market might start to go seriously higher. Once the market opens, we left with 9 minutes. We know very well that they did pause with the tariffs, China and US, and we've been talking about this. So you can see that, and I hope maybe you already saw this. You already saw this happen. It happened like a little bit earlier, and we were able to catch some of the moves. So yeah, just let me know which pairs do you want me to go through. And yeah, I think we will be going through those. Yeah, I think the market will be actually going higher today. The market will be going higher today. And I guess the market already did that. The market actually already the market is up. The market is already higher. So let's see maybe this on a daily time frame. And another thing, it seems like we're going to have some serious good news left and right. Russia and Ukraine, they seems to have going to have a nice meeting, and that is going to help because if maybe there's no any tensions, I think the stock markets, they are going to go back to where they were supposed to be, and that I think is going to be a very good thing. But just know that that is going to affect gold negatively. I think gold is going to actually go a little bit lower if they reach some conclusion. So while we are still on Nasdaq, we can see that the market actually reversed on the first if you still remember, the first time they said, you know what, the tariffs are going to go up, but it seems like that did not really last very long. Now the market seems to be trying to go actually a little bit back. I hope maybe you see that. So, but we have an area around like 22,000, like 22,000. I think the market might reach that at the end of the week, or maybe, yeah, at the end of the week, or maybe the coming week. It's possible. I'm expecting to see a very nice push to the upside. I'm expecting to see a very nice push to the upside. Saving with the God, how are you, man? I hope you're doing great. Rifat, how are you? Nasdaq going more today. Yes, I am expecting it to go a little bit higher. Already we had a very nice push, but I don't think that is the end. Once the market opens, we might see maybe a smaller reversal before we see a continuation of that, a nice push to the upside. So let's see. King, please check gold. Okay, so let me check gold very quick. I think gold is also going to give us quite similar structure. Already we can see that the overall move here, is actually a very nice uptrend. But where we are, the market actually reached this support area where the market used to respect. You can see the market used to respect this level, and we can see that the market created something. So here it's where the market is now. So I'm expecting it to go a little bit higher. I think it might reverse aggressively. Even though Russia and Ukraine, they seems to be reaching some ceasefire deals there, maybe this coming week. I think at the moment, I'm expecting gold to actually start to push the upside. Until we reach that time, we are still going to see the market going up. I think this is quite obvious. This area, it's just clean. So we can also try this maybe on a 4-hour time frame. I think you can actually see that it shows us that it's actually trying to go a little bit higher. And we also had a nice entry there. So which means I'm still expecting it to go a little bit higher. Once we reach that level, I'm expecting to lock the profits. If we reach this level, then we have to lock, then let it run. So I'm expecting it to reach this level, but maybe later today or tomorrow, whatever. But we know very well that we will be getting something. I hope that maybe that makes sense. So yeah, that's what we have on gold. So I'm still expecting to see some nice moves to the upside, some serious nice move to the upside. So I don't know if maybe let me check some economic news for this week, because they are going to be very important, especially when the tariffs are starting to cool off. We left with 4 minutes before the market opened. So this is going to be that week where we have CPI. Today it's Monday, so it's obvious that tomorrow we have to go live. Okay, tomorrow we'll go live a little bit earlier, around 2, so that we can actually cover CPI. So which means tomorrow CPI, we're going to cover that. But when we check here, it seems like CPI is going to go a little bit stronger, which means the dollar can actually gain some momentum, which is something that we don't really want, because we need Fed to cut the rates. Then fast forward to Thursday, we're going to have retail sales and PPI. So this week is actually a week for the US. We also see unemployment change from Australia, but these are quite important also. I hope maybe you see that. So let's see. Nasdaq will come at 2,600 today. Please answer. Okay. Let me check. I'm not gonna say it's gonna come there. Let's see. 26. I think we already passed that level. So why will it come around that level? At the moment, I think we already passed that. it's around this level. Even if maybe we can see a sell-off, I don't think we are it. I don't know, but I don't think we can reach this level. It's a little bit far, way too far. So I don't think maybe we are going to see the market reaching that level. Do you see that? Let me push it a little bit up. Yeah, somewhere there. So I don't know, why should it reach that? I don't think maybe, but it's possible. Anything's possible. The market it will be opening in 1 minute, in 1 minute time. So there is a chance that it can reach this level before going up. But at the moment, the way I see things, I'm expecting it to just start to move from this level to go even higher, because we still have some good news. If we check nicely, if we compare this with previous ones, before we actually had a nice move where they said we're going to pause with the rates, but they said, no, we're not going to pause the Chinese one. So let's see something like this. If we mark this level, we can say from this area to this point. So you can see that was a very nice move. This area to that, you can see this was the time they say, okay, we're going to pause with other tariffs for 3 months or 90 days. Here they said the same thing, but we don't really see that move. So which means we can still expect a nice move like this one. I think we got like almost, or let me pause my cam, guys. I think my internet sometimes gets to be quite slow. So this is what we have. If maybe we start from this area up to this, it's actually 12%. So I am expecting to see the same thing happen around this level. So it might not really move like that. The market just opened, so we want to see what will happen. But I'm expecting to see a nice bullish move. A reversal, it's also welcomed. So we're not saying that the market is not gonna reverse or do something. So from now on, we'll just shuffle between these pairs and see what's really happening. So yeah, it's been like seriously a very long time, guys. So if you are new to the channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. So yeah, from now on, I think we're going to continue like this, and we're gonna limit. We're just going to limit with our daily analysis. So yeah, I think at the moment, the market seems to be trying to reverse on Nasdaq. So let's see. Let's check other pairs, because we also have other pairs. Let's just go slowly on that. US30, US30 I also think is going to just move very nice. I think we're going to see a nice follow. I think it's been going quite slower. I'm expecting it to follow Nasdaq, and at the moment Nasdaq is around this level. So which means from US30 I'm expecting a very nice moves going up like that. This tariffs thing, guys, I think is gonna help the market to rebound very quick and also aggressive. So this is what we have. I'm expecting to see that, a nice push. So let's push to the next one, which is actually gold. On gold, as I did cover that, I think we are going to see some recovery from this nice support area. Already the market is already doing that. We can see that the market around this level, it's showing us that we are on a support structure. So every time once the market touches that level, we see a nice push, and we also expect the same thing from here. I hope maybe this makes sense. So let's push to the next one. So earlier today, actually the market showed us that, you know what, it was like seriously starting to move. We had this breakout on Euro USD. You can see that the overall structure here, was a very nice support, a very nice uptrend. And everything was moving quite smooth until we started to have this breakout, especially last week. Then the market today actually just concluded and say, you know what, we are going down since we had that sell, and it seems like the market now is trying to reverse aggressively. But obviously we did smash this one. You can see it was like more than halfway towards our TP, so that was more than enough. Entry here going up to that point, that's too much. So let's see. Yeah, actually this was a very nice trade because it was quite quick or very fast. So yeah, it wasn't that bad. So let's see another one, which is GBPUSD. If we check GBPUSD here, we can see that the structure is quite the same as EURUSD, or we can say they are correlating. You can see that the market was just moving up very nice, but we have this area, the previous resistance. It seems like that is going to be the same or quite similar area with where we are going to place our support area. But the overall structure, it's a very nice move here. You can see that the uptrend, it was quite clear. So let's try to draw this. We don't really have to force anything. If we force it, we have to really need to change that. And it seems to be aggressive. GBPUSD, yeah, we can see that it's going back on that support, but we also have this inner structures. So on this, sometimes the market might just confuse everyone because we had different areas or levels where the market actually broke. Even here we can see the market went a little bit lower before going up. So you will get some serious issue. Which area are you supposed to look at, or maybe where the market is going to respect? Sometimes it's a little bit confusing, but you just have to find the last zone that makes sense. Like here, I think this is the zone that we can choose. We can see here, and we see another one there. So I think this is an area or a zone that we can use. Once the market moves above this level, I think we can say this is going to be a very nice area for us to look for that buy around maybe this level. We will be expecting the market to continue going up like that. I hope maybe that makes sense. I hope maybe that makes sense. So with that, I think everything on my side here, I'm expecting to see something. But if you don't really want to miss moves like this, the best way is to place some notification here so that you don't really miss. But I'm expecting something like this. I'm expecting something. I'm not saying go buy stuff, guys. I'm not saying go and buy some stuff. I'm just saying that, you know what, this is what we are going to have if the market continues to actually go a little bit higher. I hope maybe that makes sense. I hope maybe that makes sense. So now we can move straight to the next one. Guys, tell your friends that even tomorrow we will try to go on our live sessions so that slowly we can be here. So that you can be here and see what's really happening on the market. So USD CHF, we can see that the dollar is now gaining the momentum against CHF, especially the time Ukraine said, you know what, Putin wants a direct meeting with no preconditions, stuff like that. We saw gold selling off, and we also saw CHF selling off, which means the dollar is getting stronger. But the overall structure here is we are still on that nice downtrend. So which means we can still say the market might still reach our resistance area before we see a nice sell-off. Or maybe we can mark some areas. Around this area, you can see it's something there. We also have something like that around that level, but that it's obvious because it's actually on the resistance. So something like that can actually work very nice. So I'm expecting to see something like that happen. So yes, this reversal is very good, but did we reach where we were going? Did we reach where we were going? It's not really clear. It's not really that clear because the market might just play around, and if you fall for that, then the market might continue going up and reach maybe this level before going down. And sometimes you lose even though you were on the right side of the market. Sorry, sometimes you lose even though you were on the right side of the market because maybe you sold too early. Yes, sometimes you can sell too early and still take a loss. A few pips later, then the market continues to go in your favor. I hope maybe that makes sense. But this week, as we saw, we have retail sales, PPI, and CPI. I think we still have some serious economic news that can actually move the market. And if the numbers are not going to be disappointing, let's say maybe we get some weaker numbers, that will be way too good for us because we will understand that, you know what, that shows us that maybe there is a possibility for the rate cuts because that is quite important, especially at the moment. So let's see. Let's see on USD JPY. USD JPY seems to be flying. Just as it's going up. So with this type of a move, it means the market here will be expecting to see a nice push to the upside. Unless if maybe the market comes back again, we can see that this was an aggressive push. But if the market decides to continue like that, it means that we are no longer on this downtrend. You see that? We are no longer on that downtrend, so which means we'll expect to see a continuation of that bullish structure. But at the moment, it shows us that, you know what, obviously the market it's not actually going to... We just have to wait for the market, sorry. We just have to wait for the market. If we guess around the year, you might end up actually losing quite aggressive. But it seems like the market is trying to bounce back, maybe just to retest. It's possible. Maybe the market just wants to retest. If we check this level, it was something. It was something before. So let's see. Let's mark this level. Okay, you see that? So we can say, okay, the market broke out, but for us to have that confident, if maybe we want to buy, for us to have that confident, we can say, why not wait for the market break this level clear? Then we can say it's our time to do what? To continue going up. Or maybe we can try to see this on a daily time frame. Maybe we'll also get that. We have to get this. You can see this area. It was very stronger area, like 1, 2, 3, 4 days straight where the market was just respecting that level. So for us to be on the right side of the market, we have to wait for the market to break out of that. To be clear, then we can say we can get in because that might be the change of a trend. But since we have this resistance, it also means let's wait and see if maybe the market will reverse or maybe continue. If it reverses, it means we'll just continue with our previous trend. But if it breaks, we'll then continue with the new trend, which is going to be an uptrend. I hope maybe that makes sense. So GBP, JPY. JPY is losing some momentum, guys, against all this pairs. Against all this pairs. So it shows us that the market is doing what? The market is going higher and higher. So which means at the moment, we can try to draw this to cover what we have. Draw this nicely. Yeah. So what we can do here, we can say we are coming from this downtrend structure. And it seems like the market is breaking out of that, which is fine. But for us to jump in there, we have to wait for the market to break out of that. And we can say it's our time to do what? To continue going a little bit higher. I hope maybe that makes sense. You see. So I hope maybe this makes sense. If the market actually breaks this level, we can continue to say, now let's look for that buy. Yes, but we can see that the diagonal one already it's broken. So the horizontal one needs to be broken, and clear one, it has to be clear before we jump on that. So at the moment, I think maybe on the other pairs, we can just say let's wait a little bit and see if maybe the market is going to do something. And now we are on Nasdaq 100. Let's go on 4 hours time frame. It seems like the market is actually reversing. I think Rifat actually said something like that. Maybe the market is respecting that. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. The market seems to be going a little bit back. Let's wait and see. Okay, so it seems like Nasdaq is reversing a little bit. So, but I'm expecting to see a nice push. I'm expecting to see a nice push. So I'm actually trying to wait for. I'm trying to check my MetaTrader here. If maybe I can jump in again. I had a trade on top there because I was just scalping that. So let's see. I'm hoping that we're gonna see a continuation of this. Okay. Nasdaq. I'm expecting a continuation of a buy, guys. So I'm very bullish. The news were like very, very good. So, but anything can still happen. Don't just close your eyes and go all in. Things might change. So we have to be extra careful, right? So yeah, which pairs do you want me to check? I will be checking those pairs. Which pairs do you want me to check? At the moment, we are still on Nasdaq. When we check gold is still actually showing us that it's still gonna continue going up. I will be comfortable actually for it to reach this level. It's where maybe I can lock my trades there. It's actually where I can lock my trades. DJ Ames, how do you calculate lot size in Nasdaq, in a Nasdaq 100 using position size calculation? Yeah, I think sometimes it confuses because these brokers, they use different Nasdaqs or indices. So the value is not really the same. So what I mean, what I'm trying to say is sometimes some brokers, when you use those calculator, you might find that per point or per pip, it's actually maybe 10 cents. Let's say maybe with 0.01 is 10 cents. So with 0.10, it might be $1, and it continues like that. But brokers, they have these different indices. Some of them, the values are quite smaller. So which means you might still use a bigger lot size, but when you check the value, it's not really not really the same. The best thing is to just use a demo account, or maybe on your MetaTrader, you can open an order with a specific lot size and try to move around your TP or your stop loss. You will start to see that, oh, 1 pip of 10 pips it means this is the value, is that value of those pips is just going to be there, and even the amount, then you will start to see that, okay, it means 1 pip is this much, 1 pip is that much. I think maybe that makes sense, but there's no general answer. There's no general answer. So for example, we can say 0.01 on Euro USD, it's actually 10 cents. So if maybe you use one lot size, that may be $1 or $10, something like that. I hope maybe that makes sense. So okay, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So it seems like gold is trying to get aggressive. Do you see that? It seems like gold is starting to get a bit aggressive. So I think maybe it's gonna give us some very nice moves. Starting to move away from that support. You can see it's moving very nice. It's not really that aggressive. I think it's gonna go nice. So that will be great. That will be great. So Nasdaq 100 reversed a little bit. So we will be waiting and see what's really happening. We will be waiting and just watching. We are still watching. So we'll wait and see. Seems like Nasdaq here on the other side is trying to push to the upside a little bit. It's trying to reverse. You can see the space there. Let's hope it's gonna reverse up to that top. And I think it's gonna reverse and go through that. I think we are at those times where the market will be like seriously moving. Especially the news are very good. From left and right, I think we have some very good news. So yeah. So now let's wait. Gold is pushing, which is good. Gold is pushing. Let's see. I think it's gonna move very nice, but we need to be extra careful. Those news from Ukraine and Russia, they show a positive side of the story. So which means we might start to see gold reversing. So we don't really have to go all in. So if you go in with gold, make sure you don't really fight the market. And that can actually help. When things don't really go the way we want. So let's see. Let's see. US30 still around the same level, quite struggling also. But I think it's going to push a little bit. I think it's recovering, not really that bad. So US30 is also going the upside. We already got in here, so it's not really a problem. Nasdaq, we also smashed this, and it seems to be going towards that level. So yeah, let's keep waiting and see. Maybe the market will reach this notification area. Then let's wait. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. So if you are new to the channel, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Yeah, we will be actually going on our trading session or live session like more often. At the moment, yeah, or now we were just playing around, guys. We were trying to actually let people know that we are trying to come back. We used to be here like almost every day, but yeah, at the moment things did not really continue like that. But you know what? Now we're back. I think we will be actually doing that. I think we will be trying our best to push. So yeah, I think Nasdaq is reversing. Once it reaches that notification, I think it's where the market can also continue to move like aggressively, because it's where the market created a level, a smaller level, even if we can see that nicely. But this is where the market created pre-market. Once the market moves above that, I think we are going to see some very nice moves, quite similar to this level there. So now just prepare your coffee and just relax. We're still here. Are still going to be here for a while, Liana. For gonna take some time. Let's just wait for the market to do its thing. So yeah, we're still trying to see what's really happening. And yeah, the market seems to be trying its best there. We can see the market is struggling to push. Let's check our gold, because we have a gold trade. Maybe it will try to push. Oh, it's also not moving. So we're expecting some very nice move, but it's not really surprising, guys. It's actually a Monday, so don't expect much from the market. So the best thing that we can do is to just check what's happening. Let's check what's really happening on the news. We can pick 1 or 2 points there, and you will see that maybe that relates with what we are seeing. So first thing first, we can say, let's use a black color. China US breakthrough sent tech and chip stocks soaring. So obviously, Nvidia or Apple or other tech companies were actually affected with this. So they were actually affected with these tariffs. So once they are pausing with those tariffs, they're getting some relief. And even though we don't really see those nice moves at the moment, I think we're going to see those push. We are going to see those push along the way. So maybe let's say this week the market will be buying. So if you got in around the lowest level, I don't think maybe you have to get out maybe until Friday there. I think the market will be recovering. So that is actually the news. You can see that. And they did pause actually for 90 days. I think after that, they're going to have some solution, or maybe before that. So if it's 30 days, it's 3 months. Now it's May, June, July. So something like that, or July or August around there, there will be changing some stuff there. But I think it's enough time to give us a time, or the market time, to breathe. Okay. Let's see the other one. They say Trump to sign order to cut some US drug prices to match lower ones abroad. Okay, that will be good. That will be good. I think if we check for some of this, it's going to make sure that things are going to actually move very well. I saw they also signed, I think they were actually negotiating with Iran, US and Iran, about the nuclear deal, and I think they will be agreeing on the relief of some sanctions, and that actually also take away, or take off the weight from Iran, and we know that they produce oil, so which means oil might start to go a little bit higher. And yeah, that is something that we should also understand. Let's go and see if maybe oil is doing something. I'm expecting it to go up, because if maybe we're gonna have extra oil from Iran, that means yeah, oil is gonna be like, I mean, it's good news for Iran. Actually, we saw the prices going up because we expect a new player, and that is actually a competition on the prices. But we'll just have to wait and see. But if we can check nicely here, the overall structure on US oil, it was on a downtrend. The market is trying to bounce back. As we know that OPEC countries, they're also trying to increase the prices. So slowly, I think the prices will push the market go a little bit higher. We don't know if maybe the market is going to reach this level. Most likely, yes. The market might reach this resistant area and start to continue going a little bit lower. So it's something that we can actually expect. But don't expect the market to just fly that quick there. The market will just take its time. So I don't think maybe we're going to have rush anything there. Sam Holdings, how are you, my brother? I hope you're doing great. So yeah, we're trying to go back on our sessions. Tell your friends that we are back. Nasdaq is trying to reverse, guys. Nasdaq is reversing. Are we going to get another push the upside? Let's hope so. I'm expecting that, obviously. Maybe people who made some profits, they're expecting to sell. Okay, maybe that is the reason. But if we check nicely around this area, it was something. Was an area of a support before the market broke out. And if we check nicely, if we draw this up to that, the market actually broke above that. So which means we don't really count that. We're not going to count that. So yes, it might be an area of interest, but the market already made it clear that no, we're not looking at that. So at the moment, we'll just check here and see, are we going to have an aggressive reversal? It's possible. Way too possible. So since we are here, we'll just move around to US30. US30 seems to be reversing nicely. Dow Jones, by the way. Gold playing around the same level. So now we can just wait here on gold and see what's really happening. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. Yeah, like. So we'll see what's really happening. Seems like gold is playing around. Gold is still playing around, so let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. But I'm expecting it to continue going up. I think where we are, it's actually a very nice area. The overall structure, as we repeat, you can see we are on a very nice, very nice move, guys. This is a perfect uptrend. So I'm expecting it to continue. I'm expecting it to continue going higher and higher. So yeah, you can see I'm expecting it to go up. I'm expecting it to go higher and higher. So let's see. I'm trying to share the link with other guys. I think I made a mistake. The time I shared the link, I made a mistake and it was private, or let's say unlisted. So not everyone was able to check in. So let me share it again. Maybe this time they will actually see that. So any pair that you want me to check, we will actually check that. But besides that, we are actually playing around gold and the Nasdaq. So gold is still playing around the same level or moving around the same level. Nasdaq still trying. We can see that we had an aggressive reversal, but we can see we can't act like we don't really see this aggressive push. This is quite aggressive, so I think the market will actually try to reverse again. The market was around 4%. So the market actually just reversed very quick. So let's see, from here up to this point, it's actually 1%. So that's why we say we were on 4%. So I think the market will be trying to go back on that. So let's just relax. Let's just relax. If maybe there's any pair that you want me to check, we can check that. We can actually check that and see we can get something. We can check that and see. Euro JPY. Euro JPY. Okay, so let's check Euro JPY. Euro JPY. I think I removed earlier today. It's obvious. I think Euro is going up as it was a little bit weaker. Was a little bit weak. So yeah, it's going up. You can see that. So, and it's breaking the resistance. So let's see on a daily time frame. Let's see. Okay, on a bigger time frame like daily, we can see that the market is not on a crazy trend. It's just a ranging structure, or in a horizontal form. We can see that the market is just moving around the same level. And actually since last year, you see that. So if you check it nicely, it's been going like that for quite some time. So which means we might expect, it was just moving like this. We might expect maybe a reversal anytime soon, but we have different areas. We have multiple areas that we can actually use. We also have this zone here. See that? If we push it a little bit back, you can see this was something there. Made sense here also. But even on this one, it was also just like, even if we hit a little bit, you can see that. So it's not going to be easier for us to just actually continue buying, especially when we have this resistance very close. On top there, we have another resistance. You can see that. So I think for us, we can say, okay, let's go maybe on a bit smaller time frame just to see. If you get in, it means you will be just trying to scalp. Then let's see the percentage. Maybe it might be a good something. It might be a good trade from here. This point, yeah. I think it's not nice. It's not really nice. It's less than 1%. I mean, yeah, it's less than 1%. So which means we'll be just taking a chance. So we rather maybe wait for the market to reach this level for going down there. Or maybe the market might reach this level as the market is already there. As the market is already here, maybe we might see the market going down from that level. The market might reverse. It's possible from this area. So yeah, any pair that you want me to check, any pair, we did check this one, Euro JPY. So yeah, Euro JPY, let's see. So Euro JPY, we covered that. I hope maybe everything is clear. But what I see here is the market is on the highest level. So which means anytime we might see a nice reversal as we have this evidence from this level. Unless if maybe the market wants to go for the highest zone there, that is also fine. That will be a very nice buy. But we just have to wait for the market to show us the road before we follow. I hope maybe that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So yeah. So for now, we can just say, let's wait a little bit. Let's just wait a little bit. We can go on gold until maybe someone said, check something. We'll be on gold and Nasdaq. Gold and Nasdaq. I think these are going to be the pairs that we are going to roam around. Just going to cruise here. Between US30, gold, and Nasdaq, this is where we're going to just relax. So this. I'm expecting this pair to go. I'm expecting gold to go a little bit up. I'm expecting it to push a little bit higher, but it's still playing games. But for now, we can just relax. Let's wait a little bit. Oh, 11. We are already past 11. So yeah, not 11. Sorry, 4. 11 past 4. I thought maybe we're going to go off around 4, but let's wait and see. I think we already have more than an hour. Let's see. Yeah, I think we have more than an hour. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. It seems like Nasdaq is also following. It's also reversing. So let's see. Wait and see. Let's wait and see if maybe something happens. Yeah, it seems like Nasdaq is also trying to reverse. You can see that. But gold seems to be struggling a little bit. So let's see gold. Gold, not really that aggressive, but you can see that it's actually struggling to go higher. But this is the we are on the nice, it's very good level for us to hold a little bit. But the thing is, we have some good news. Those good news are, they don't really look good on gold, because gold doesn't really like good news. Gold likes chaos. So when there's chaos, gold thrives. So that's what's really happening. So if that continues, I think we are going to see some serious sell-off on gold. Maybe not today, but I think along the way that will actually happen. So US30, let's see US30. US30 has been also moving very smooth. We did not really see much of a reversal on gold. So on Nasdaq, Nasdaq also is trying to reverse. So I think at the moment we have confidence to say we can hold this little bit longer, especially when the news are still very good. And I think going further, we are going to see some serious moves. I think we are going to see some serious recovery. So our job is just to, sometimes we just need to relax. Just relax. Call your friends to join the stream. Subscribe if you did not really subscribe. And yeah, next time you don't really miss our live session. So yeah, I'm just watching the market. I'm just watching the market, guys. We can't talk the whole hour, so we just have to relax here and there and see what's really happening. Nasdaq is gonna break this level. If we can check nicely on Nasdaq, if we can check nicely with the technical side, if we don't really want to talk about the good news that we have, if you can mark this area, let's say area 1, area 2, area 3, and this area 4, if you check nicely, between here and here, I think the size is a little bit the same. You see that? So which means there is a chance that the market might start to respect this level. So now, if maybe you did not really enter earlier, it means you can wait for the market to go above this area before you say you can join that. So let's prove. Let's make a proof of that. If maybe I don't really have to lie, I might be lying. It's possible. So let's start from this area. Let's see. This is supposed to be like that. So I'm going to use a different color. Let's use yellow. So what I'm going to do, I will just copy and paste this. You can see it doesn't really touch nicely on the sides. It's fine. So what I'm going to do, I will just make it bigger like that. So what I can do is copy, paste that. Just look at that. Exactly what I was trying to say. Let's see here. Okay, this one went a little bit above there. But if you check nicely, this, it's actually a support area, support, another one there, or resistant. You can see this might be another area where the market might respect. At the end of the day, the market might end up moving quite similar to here. I don't know if maybe you can see this pen. Let's see. Yeah, I think you can see. So I think the market might do something like this here. Might have something around this level. So we need to be extra careful around that zone. If the market reaches that area, I think the market might start reversing. Yeah, the market moves with zones, guys. So there is a possibility for the market to actually create a resistance there on this level. So we have to be extra. So, but if the market moves above that level, because that might start to be our resistance. So if the market moves above, if the market can able to break this level, it's good for us because we will be ready to do what? To look for that buy. I hope maybe that makes sense. So, but we can just wait and see if maybe something's gonna happen. If something's going to happen. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. I hope maybe gold is reversing. Let's see. Okay, gold is it's now going up. Not that aggressive, but it's trying. It's trying very, 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 very nicely. I think it's trying. You can see that. But we want it to reach this level. If it can reach this level, that it will be nice. It will be very good. It will be very, very good. So yeah. Okay. Euro USD still selling. We did catch this one actually early morning. So, but it reversed also. But we just, I don't think maybe we can hold this longer, but I think the overall move is still gonna continue. Or maybe the market might come here and retest before we see a continuation of that downtrend. But I think it was because of the good news. So this was actually aggressive. So yeah, we can go back on our gold, which doesn't really know where it's going. It's just playing around. And the Nasdaq is also doing the same. So let's see if maybe we can hold a little bit. We can hold a little bit longer. Even tomorrow, guys, we will try to go on our live session. So smash that notification so that once we go live, you don't really miss that. So yeah, let's see if maybe something is gonna happen. Let's see if something's gonna happen. So let's just wait a little bit and see. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just sitting here, just trying to also check my meta traders if maybe we're eating or not, because we're supposed to eat, but we're not supposed to fight the market. So let's see. Yeah, we're still waiting. We're still waiting, guys, on gold. Gold is still playing games, but it's not really surprising because it's still Monday. It is still Monday. Yeah, so we just have to wait a little bit. We don't really have to fight the market. But it seems like Nasdaq is reversing. Nasdaq is reversing a little bit slower, but we'll see. If it's reversing, it might actually try to create what I was trying to say, that this area might be our resistance. You can see this was a resistance, now a support. So it means the market might move like that. And yeah, that's something. See that. Something like that. You see that? So I'm expecting that. If this doesn't really happen, there is also a nice chance that the market can break, because the bullish momentum is still very strong. So it might reverse anywhere and still push the upside. Someone said it's going to reach 20600 or something. So it seems like that is going to happen. It seems like that is happening. Yeah, I think, yeah, he knows something. Obviously, he knows something. So, but we'll just have to wait and see if maybe something's going to happen. I'm just worried about gold. I want it to go a little bit higher. Where we are, it's actually the lowest area that we can say there is enough chance for it to go a little bit aggressive. We're not saying it's going to reach here, but we know that around this zone, it might reach those levels. I hope maybe that makes sense. I hope maybe that makes sense. So, yeah. While Nasdaq is still going down, we're still waiting, because I have some positions on Nasdaq. I also have some positions on Nasdaq. So let's see. I still have some positions on Nasdaq, so I'm trying to adjust them, because the reversal seems to be aggressive. But if it's aggressive like that, I think it's gonna give us enough room to go in again on Nasdaq. Let's go on 1 hour so that you can see. Do you see that? So if it reaches around this area, because we entered a little bit late, so this time we entered around this area. So if it reaches this area, I think it's going to be a zone where we can say we can get in again around this. I don't think maybe it's going to reach this level and go up again like that. I think this was just the momentum of the good news. Most likely the market will sell off before going up, because this was pre-market order or post-market orders, and now everyone is just taking their profits. Once they take their profits, they go in again, and then the market start to go up again. So which means anytime, anywhere, the market might still reverse and push to the upside. That is way, way, way possible. But let's not really fight the market. Let's just wait. Let's see. Gold seems to be trying its best to push to the upside, which is something that we want. We want that. And yeah, let's hold a little bit. Oh, the gold Nasdaq seems to be melting aggressively. Seems to be melting quite aggressive. Oh yeah. I think gold, it will try to go even higher. I think gold, it will try to go even higher. But the thing that we have at the moment is, or something that we don't really have at the moment, is the time, guys. We already have like 1 hour, but I was actually hoping to stay a little bit longer, but I have something that I need to do, and Nasdaq seems to be trying to reverse. I think it's going to bounce back very nice. I don't think maybe it's going to be a bad sell-off. I think it will actually reverse. I think it will actually go a little bit again. But this move was very nice. This was an aggressive move. I'm still expecting to see a very nice push to the upside. So if you are late, just know that tomorrow is still going to be another day where we are going to go on our live session. So the best thing that you can do, smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends, and yeah, let's go for it, guys. Monday to Friday, we will be going on our live session. Don't forget to smash the like, subscribe, like, share with your friends. And tomorrow we'll continue where we left. We'll try to explain or continue from gold, US30, Nasdaq, what happened, and you will also explain from your side if maybe you did smash, you did eat or not. And yeah, we will see. We will see. So thank you very much, guys. Don't forget that tomorrow we're still going to continue around the same time. And tomorrow there is CPI, so which means it's going to be a very good one, and it's going to be a little bit earlier. I think around 2 o'clock or a quarter past 2, before, like 15 minutes before CPI. That will be actually great. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. So thank you very much. Yeah, bye.